The next soil, which is a negative soil, I don't have a picture of it, on thorny ground. Thorny ground Christians or believers or responses are initially very positive. He grows. Three things blocks him. So if you've got your Bible, the verse is, seed sown among thorns, hear the word, and what's a response? Yeah, it's good response, but worries, deceitfulness of wealth, and the desire for other things choke him. So the third one is called a choking. All of us are subject to choking, attacked by the enemy, Satan. But in this case, how does Satan bait us? It's another kind of bait. Just now we're talking about persecution and troubles from outside. But it's not the trouble from outside that causes us to have a negative response. It is our negative response of offense that causes us to respond negatively to God. So it's all about response. But here is different. Here is more internal. Here is more personal. First of all, worries. Who doesn't have worries? Who doesn't have concerns? Everybody has. It's either money not enough, health not enough, study not enough, exams not enough grades, everything is not enough. So, worries. Worries are negative response to situations in life, to problems. But the truth is, everybody faces problems. Everybody. Everybody has some form of anxiety or worries. Ask a guy who went to the doctor and then after many months of treatment, he still doesn't get well. Well, he begins to worry. Initially, he may be full of faith. Wow, I got the best doctor in town. But after 6 months, the problem is still there. Hey, that's the time you begin to worry, right? Most people will begin to worry. Are like a thorn and weeds, like thorns that wrap around our lives, our minds. And our perspective begin to change from God-given perspective to human-based perspective. We think like anybody else. We think carnally. But what the devil wants us is to think like himself. He would like to tell you, look, now you are useless. Faster you die, better. Maybe you should pray you will die peacefully. And then we get worries begin to eat up. So, do you know that God commands us to deal with worries? Jesus says you must deal with worries. It is sin because it will destroy us. The second kind of form of baiting by the devil is the deceitfulness of riches. It's not about riches or wealth. There's nothing wrong with wealth. But the deceitfulness, meaning we begin to see more value in properties and money and wealth than due to it. It becomes like our God. It becomes an idol. So how do you know you are under this? When you work all your life just for money. And when it comes to offering, you refuse to give anything but left over. You begin to see money is a god. That will destroy you. You'll never be fruitful. The third would be the desire for wrong things. The other apostle, Matthew, says it is pleasure. The pursuit of pleasure. You know, many songs we sing in the church today is about being God pleasing us, God blessing me, God making me successful. It's all about me, 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 me. So that I will always enjoy myself. Look, the desire for pleasure can become an idol. And therefore, any of these three blocks us so that our response to God will be negative. So we'll be happy. Just now, the Rocky Soul talks about someone who is joyful for a while, short time. This choke says it is, you are successful, you move part of the way. That means not all the way. People like this, how do you know? From their confession, you know. They will not go all the way. In fact, when you respond to God, to the gospel, you need to decide, I will go all the way. If you want to go halfway, I say, don't believe in Jesus. Because He won't help you. The children of Israel who travel halfway never arrive at the place of blessings. And God said, because they only want to go halfway, how do we know? They complain. Christians or people who complain are people who go only halfway. Yeah, only halfway, part of the way, not all the way. So the response that God is looking for is that one who says, I'll go all the way. I don't know how you'll be, but I'm going to trust God all the way. So the response to the gospel must be all the way, not part of the way. The response of the gospel must be all my life, not for a while. For a while, then we'll look see whether it's okay. So that's the three negative responses that God does not accept. I've taken time on this because few of us can identify ourselves as people that belongs to these three categories. These constitute 75% of people, someone said.